What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Anime on Draft. My name's Mark. I'll be your host this week. It's Christmas time or holiday season. So what better way to celebrate than with some anime, some beer, and some really cool fellows. What's up? What's up, guys? What's up, Rolando flexing the AirPod and Alex flexing that Porter.
This is my
And,
head.
we got Drew flexing the Ralph's bag. What's up, guys?
What's up?
Hi.
What's up?
Yeah, everyone doing well. It's holiday season.
Yeah, I'm doing.
Cheers for everybody. Whenever this comes out, hopefully you're having a wonderful holiday season. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate.
Whatever you don't
You're
celebrate.
here with friends. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. We're talking about winter 2020 season. We're going to talk some Cowboy Bebop, episodes 23, 24. Also, we'll get into some B stars.
Beat stars.
Beat Sabers.
Beat Sabers.
Yeah, Beat Saber. B stars, and then so whatever other shows we will talk about, like My Hero and Shokugeki, because that's always a fun one.
Always fun.
Yeah, so we got some porters for our beverage of choice for this week. I'm drinking the Bell's To a Locomotive in Winter. It's a smoked porter. I guess it's part of their Leaves of Grass series. Alec, what are you're drinking the Bell's regular porter?
Yeah, just Bell's Robust Porter. Sorry, it says right.
Ooh, Robustico.
Right there.
Robusto.
You can actually read
Drew,
this one.
You are drinking
Anchor Porter, as in
Anchor.
Anchor steam beer,
Anchor.
but
Anchor
just the porter.
I really wanted to find that one. I like it.
I did too.
Anchor brewing beers.
It's actually really good.
Yeah.
I'm not really that big of a porter kind of guy, but it's good.
I always like the Anchor Steam Christmas Ale that they come out with. It's always
Yeah,
good.
the Christmas ale. I heard the this year's edition is really good. So, but I haven't seen it anywhere. I feel
I
like
haven't
it's
seen
either
it.
sold
really?
out or just not being
There were-
shipped everywhere.
Tons by me.
Yeah.
I was looking for it. I didn't see it when I got this, so maybe I just
You know,
I
it might be
wasn't
a
really
bit
looking that
long,
hard.
because
So.
I went to two different liquor stores and they didn't have it. And I'm surprised, but I don't know.
Sold
Do you
out.
want to
Maybe.
try it?
Yeah.
Maybe. That's kind of what I'm afraid of. Hopefully, I get to try it.
Just
So
go there.
yeah, while we're sipping on these, I just gotta go there. I was there like a month ago, and
In
Just go
San
again.
Francisco, right?
yeah,
Not that far.
yeah,
It's a day drive.
Yeah, yeah, easy. Yeah, easy.
You go
That's
right, go right
close.
now.
Yeah, go now.
Go right now.
Just
All right,
leave.
thanks for listening, everybody. I'm gonna leave.
I'm on a mission from God.
On a mission.
He has the
to get
power
that
of God
angry-
and anime on his side.
Oh no.
Oh gosh.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. While we're sipping on these, man, this is really smoky. I took one sip and it's like, whew.
It's like a barbecue in your mouth.
Yeah, honestly, like just smelling this thing is. Yeah, we'll get into the beers in a second. Let's get into Cowboy Bebop or Shiri for this week. We watched episodes 23 and 24, and these are some pretty tough episodes. 23 was a little bit more fun, lighthearted, and kind of like the last of that so far. Yeah, but it was still pretty heavy stuff. I mean, you get this revelation at the end that all it was, this hacker causing all this havoc was somebody who just couldn't move, had no motor functions, and was using his brainwave activity to, I don't know, live out his dreams in the virtual world. Man, this is a pretty crazy episode. I don't remember this one that well, like from first watch. So that's why, like, when I was watching it the second time, it definitely was just kind of shocked a little bit. Like it was entertaining, but it was still like hit you pretty hard at the end. I don't know if you guys like what the tone of this episode 2 did for you guys, especially Rolando and Drew.
I know for me, this is always a weird episode. It reminds me a lot of I was in like a mood a while, maybe like a year ago, and I was watching all these like Netflix documentaries, and a bunch of them have to do with cults. It reminds me a lot of that. Um, like the one that I watched was about like the Rajneeshis who they're originally from India, but they ended up moving to Oregon, and they basically like took over. And it's like it's all of this premise of like enhancing your body or reaching like a higher spiritual level, but at the same time, it's also like there's some like super hidden agenda. Like in this real life cult, there was like about making money and controlling the government,
Mm.
and you know with the premise of either free love and the free speed and all that kind of stuff. And then in Cowboy Bebop, it's somewhat similar. It's like free your mind, upload yourself basically. Um, but also deeper down, it's like just this guy trying to, I don't know if he's like trying to mess with people or he's like bored or all of the above. But all these like cultish things kind of never are what they seem. So that's what this episode reminds me of.
Mhm.
So.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. So, I mean, Alec,
Nice.
what were your thoughts on like, I don't know,
It was
this
weird.
episode is just, it is a
It's
weird one.
weird. I think they I kind of thought of it. You could apply the same like idea of the cult today, how he's like we're all controlled by TV, and they have like all those kinds of, we used to hear that all the time when we were kids, like don't watch TV, it'll rot your brain. And then there was all those studies that came out that people are getting controlled but from TV and all this like stuff. And I feel like this is the same kind of concept that people are now like, oh, the internet is controlling our lives. And it's funny how easily this episode could be from a show today. You just take out the TV stuff and
Mhm.
insert the internet and whatever, and then boom, the episode can be applied to the now times. And so I thought it was super weird because I was trying to think of it in that frame of mind, because I mean I can think of it from like television because I remember watching TV all the time, but it's kind of neat. But like Drew was saying, it's super cultish, and like why the fuck is he doing this? It just seemed at the end, it just seemed like he was bored and lonely, and he was just like, I have a lot of time on my hands, and I'm just gonna fuck with people. And
Yeah.
I don't know. And I think probably came from some sort of wishful thinking that he could like, he now uploaded himself and he's like, look at me, I'm awesome. But then he just went and killed a bunch of people. So kind of shitty. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that made about like how it can be translated to current state of like media consumption. I think it's relevant today. Yeah, of course, getting sucked into like just being like absorbed into like just TV is a little bit different now because we have the power of the internet, and TV is still a parent,
Facebook.
and social media is, yeah, everything is just so in your face, and it is like it's so easy to fall into that consumption.
I think even
yeah,
more
this
so.
could totally, yeah, exactly. And I think like feel like back then it was sort of like a fear of it happening, so it's sort of like a what this came out like 15 years ago, almost 20 years ago, I think. And back then I'm sure it was more of like a fear, like kind of just like a play on like, well,
Big
this could
Brother.
potentially happen. Right. Big Brother, if somebody's watching you, you could, easily fall prey. And now it's like, okay, no, like, yeah,
Yeah.
you could definitely
And now I
fall
go to a
prey to
website.
some shady.
I go to a website to look
Right.
at like a cool backpack, and then 2 pages later on the little sidebar, boom, a link for that website. I'm like, seriously? I was just on the website. I know it's there. Get this shit out of my face. It's crazy.
Yeah. And it may not be like as like a parent or as like a cult type of thing as this is, but I feel like it's very easy to start drawing like sort of similarities between like how easy it is to get absorbed into like media consumption nowadays. Yeah, anyways, it's just like it's so crazy how deep
Excuse me.
into this one episode that is just like this weird kind of almost fucked up view on the scares of media. But yeah, so I just wanted to point out, like again, like I mentioned, like this is the start of like a sort of a tonal shift in the show. you start getting like different character interactions. I don't know if you guys picked up on that too. Especially Alec, if you notice the characters interacting with each other a little bit differently in this episode.
It feels almost more like familial, I guess, to me. Like they actually give a shit instead of just like whatever. Except like Faye kind of just disappears and they don't like she's like, "Yeah, I'm in the cult now," and they don't really seem to care about that. So I say that, but maybe I'm wrong. But I mean, we do get
Spike was
one
a saver, which is, you know,
Right.
we get one better interaction out of all of them though, and that's Ein with the virtual reality, and he hacks the gate.
Yeah,
That was the
he's, like,
best.
super smart.
I was like, oh shit.
Jet's like, "Oh, great job, Ed," and Ed's like,
I'm not
It's
I'm not doing
exactly like-
anything. Ed's not touching. That was the best.
Yeah, I love that interaction. It's just like, oh, cool.
Cool.
All right.
Okay. I didn't do it.
Anything.
Yeah. I don't gotta do
Yeah.
anything. But yeah, that was a good point, Drew. Spike did go to save her, so it is, you know, where normally it was Jet. Like, where is she? What's she doing? And this time Spike went and almost died by falling asleep forever.
super sleepy.
The super sleep.
"Yep."
He almost fell into the super sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think like Faye has started to feel more like she belongs again. And
Nice
it's, like,
tie-in.
also started to started to trust everybody. Which yes, exactly leads us into episode 24, Hard Luck Woman. Where she's faced with this really difficult decision of, you know, going back to where she feels like she belongs or staying with the group of, you know, strangers that have become sort of like a family of sorts. But then again, it's like you also get this comparison with Ed, the same thing where she's forced to choose between her actual family and between, you know, just a
The
group
Bebop.
of people that she was, the Bebop, like, you know, just a group of people that she was having fun with. Which forces Ein to, oh man.
And then Ein dips out.
Yeah.
I don't want Ein to
Yeah.
leave. My two favorite characters have now left the boat. I'm sad.
Which one?
Yeah.
Ed and
Ein and
Ed and
oh,
Ein, yeah, they're my favorite. Because Ed's ridiculous and
Yeah.
Ein's a cute corgi who can hack to the gate. He's the best.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice reference there.
thank you.
Good one. Good tie-in.
No songs like a
Good. That was the point. That was the point.
Well done, sir.
But I mean, I think Faye will come back. That's what I'm thinking. I haven't watched ahead. I won't lie. Accidentally last week I watched ahead, so I saw Brain. What was it called again?
Brain scratch.
Brain Scratch last week, and so watching it again this week was actually helpful because it was like I could think about it. But I have not watched ahead. But I think Faye will come back and she'll realize that she actually belongs with those two nerds eating all the eggs.
Oh, yeah, speaking of that scene, man, it's such a powerful scene. Like they're not talking, but it's so expressive, just in their behavior, how they're eating. The fact that they're not talking.
Yeah, it's like eating
and-
one at a
yeah.
time, and then suddenly they got handfuls, and they're like, yeah.
so aggressive, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's like a
Music's really good in that part too.
it's like a change. So it's like at the beginning of the show, Spike and Jet are on their own, and then they've kind of, whether willing or not, picked up this group of other like delinquents, I guess you'd say. And then now
Other
they're gone.
nomads.
And so it's like, well, they had developed this relationship over this whole time, and now they're gone. So
It's just a little emptier. The way I kind of felt at the end of this episode was like at the, you know, when you have like a good group of roommates in college and you're all chilling, but then everybody's going to a new place, like to either living in a new apartment or they graduate or whatever. I remember in one of the places I was the last person to move out, and so I slowly like watched everybody else leave, and then I had maybe like 4 more days left in my apartment, and I was like walking around and I was like, man, it's
Empty.
quiet in here. This is uncomfortable. And I did the same thing. I just kind of sat there and I ate, and then I just tried to occupy my time when normally you'd be talking to someone or having some nonsense happen. Now it's just like you and your thoughts, and it's refreshing
You and
but
your
a
thoughts.
little weird.
You
Yeah.
and your
Oh,
thoughts.
so you had,
Yeah.
so you had thoughts there, huh?
Yeah, I had thoughts. Yeah. Once in my
Plenty of
life.
thoughts.
Once in a lifetime experience having thoughts.
Just a few.
Never again. I didn't like
Yeah.
it.
I mean, I didn't. I as much as I enjoy this episode, I also don't like it just because of how upsetting it is to see like the group kind of splitting apart, and like it's for like you know, relatively understandable reasons too. I mean, like Faye found her home and found a place that like started remembering, figured that you know what, like she had a life before. Maybe she can go back to it. And then
Maybe she's
Ed
rich.
absolutely found. Maybe she's rich. I mean, Faye's the one that I feel like, yeah, there's a little bit of a misunderstanding there. Like, I feel like she still hasn't quite understood, you know, where she belongs. And then that was something that she figures like, or she feels like she knew what she wanted, which is tough to watch, you know. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is a good episode, especially because you feel that palpable mood change in the air. And there's only 2 episodes left, so
2 more. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one went by quick.
it did.
Love me some Bebop though.
As do I. I did notice in this episode the music was pretty cool, and it had a lot of like vocal songs. Was that something that was also in other episodes, like in a lot of other episodes? Like it
No.
not right?
In this episode in particular, I noticed as well.
Just
There were like English
yeah, just
vocals too.
Yep, a lot of English and female vocalists. I thought it was pretty interesting how they
I
incorporated
think
that.
the only other one is Jupiter Jazz, and you can see the kind of heaviness of that episode. So.
Right. You kind of need something to offset the sort of depressing themes playing on in the background. Yeah, and 2 more episodes. We'll get through it, and it'll be a good time.
Looking
Yeah.
forward to it.
Cool. As am I. Awesome. Well then, let's dip into the beer then. Any last thoughts on Bebop before we get into the finale?
No siree Bob.
No sir, Bebop.
No sir Bebop.
Bebop.
See you, cowgirl, somewhere someday.
I love that line. So love it. All right. Well, let's get into the beers then. Alex, you wanna go first there with your porter, your Robustico?
Yeah. So we were talking about this earlier before I go into it. The cup, because we both had the same cup. And
Yeah.
you were asking, why do we use this cup? And I said, I don't know. Let me Google it. So I did a quick Google search. And the first thing I came up with that made sense, I decided to roll with it because we were starting. And it goes up, like it starts out skinnier and then tapers up with this big bump. Because it's designed to be, you're supposed to pour beers that pour with a lot of head. So it allows for that foam to go without overflowing because the volume will go out and then the foam can still fit on the top. And that's the reason. Also, apparently they're cheap and easy to make, so they make for good like pub glasses.
And you can stack them.
And you can stack them.
Whack 'em and you stack 'em.
So when
Can't
you're
stack this guy.
when you're walking with 10 of them, you just tunk tunk.
Like a boat.
No, I meant like just stack them while you're storing them.
Oh, I meant as like a bar, as a as a what is it bartender? Like
More back.
I gotta bring
when
them.
when you're taking the glasses back. Yeah.
Yeah, makes life easy there too. You know,
I thought you
like,
meant like you're holding like full
You're
beers. That you
serving.
no. I mean empty.
The beer
Yeah.
steps right
Yeah.
up to that line.
It stops right here. Genius. Actually, it wouldn't
Just
because
like,
it would definitely go
Just
just like straight to here. You get a half cup of beer, but you pay for a full one. But anyways,
as the other cup is just drenched.
it's just disgusting.
Dripping beer.
It's sticky. Deal with it. But the beer, it smells. You know, it has like that chocolatey kind of roasty, you know, like smell that you'd expect. It's really really roasty. I guess that's why it's called a robust porter. When you sip, it's pretty carbonated. It's not super carbonated, but it's definitely not heavy. It washes off the tongue super easy, and you get that kind of watery flavor that porters have. It's not like that heavy syrupy stout taste. Same, the flavors are pretty much what you smell. It's like roasty coffee, roasty malt, coffee, chocolate, and then if you read the back, that's pretty much what it says. It says roasted barley, coffee, chocolate, and then there's slight hops at the end, which I guess, yeah, I can kind of taste that at the very end. I didn't think about it till I read it, but all in all, it's pretty solid. It tastes like a porter. I would definitely drink a couple of these, so good thing I got 2 of them. And then the percentage.
Dose,
I got dose, yeah. What's it? 5.6.
Nice.
It's 5.6, so
Nice.
solid, not super heavy. But I think that's higher for a porter, for a typical traditional porter. Now you get like crazy porters that are like 8%, but I think traditionally it's supposed to be like what, 4.5 to 6, 5, yeah. So tastes like a traditional
This one
porter.
is 6.
6. I think this is probably a little roastier than like maybe a traditional porter. And that's maybe why they call it a robust porter. I don't know though. I'm not super well versed in the porters. More of a stout.
Late order.
Porters.
Yeah. But it's good.
Yeah.
What about how's the smoke one? Smoked. I wanted to find it, but I can't.
I think, and I'm not sure if the smokiness really adds to it or if it's necessary. I feel like this would be good even without that like smokiness. Because I don't know if it's too like overpowering or if it's just the hops in it. There's sort of like a sharp flavor that the smokiness doesn't really contrast very well. It's almost like a little bit too sharp, and I think it's probably just coming from the nose. That all that smokiness is just not settling well with like the chocolate. Oh, maybe that's a good idea.
Look at these idiots.
No, totally, dude. That actually worked.
Yeah. You breathe
You
out
don't
after.
you don't like it with the smell.
Yeah, it's because I'm able to taste some of the chocolate a little, and that's what I want. But all I'm getting from like with that smell and just I don't know, the sense is just
Overpowering.
like, sharp.
Mhm. It's really,
Yeah.
it's a really strong
I don't know,
flavor
yeah.
and scent. So, like smoke.
Yeah, like we had a Roush before. We had that in Japan, and that was really good. And that's like a very smoky, but it's like an earthy, smoky type of beer. This I don't know. I feel like it doesn't really lend to it as well because I feel like it's too smoky, and I'm not getting that like good roasted malt and kind of chocolate coffee taste. I'm getting just a lot of like hoppy bitterness with the smoke. Like it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I think it might just be my sense of smell.
Your preferences.
Your acute sense of smell.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's hindering your enjoyment.
I don't like smoked
Yeah.
drinks or super smoky things. I had a smoked old fashioned once, and I thought it would be super dope, but then it was just so smoky to the point where like it overpowered. Like an old fashioned is already a very strong flavored drink. The bitters are strong, the bourbon is strong, and then you add smoke onto it, and it was just like overwhelming to me. I took a sip and I had to put it down and wait for a really long time before I was like, yeah, I can have another one. And it was like all these really really little sips, and that's kind of how that sounds, like something where it's just like take a sip, let your nose recuperate,
Not let it
and
sit.
then put it back, go again.
I'm kind of different from you guys. I really like that smoky flavor. Like I've done like a smoky Manhattan, smoky old fashioned. You kind of like really smoky like scotches and stuff like that. I really like. So
Yeah,
I
maybe you
bet
should
I
try
bet I would like it. Yeah.
Maybe I'll put one in with your Christmas gift.
Oh, with
you-
my gifties.
Oh,
your gifties.
poggers.
Slip one in.
Oh, a slimmy one.
Yeah, slim one.
Yeah. Good.
No, it's just I'm kind of in between. Like I like some of the smoky stuff I've had. Like I had a smoky. There was a cocktail I had in London, and it was like a smoke. It wasn't like an old fashioned, but I think it was like a different take on one. But it had like this smoky mezcal, I think, or something in it.
Yeah, mezcal is super smoky.
Yeah.
Which
That's
is
awesome.
why I like mezcal.
I mean, because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like some smoky scotches. I have one, but I think also the old fashioned I had, they like doubled down on it and they put like smoky bitters with like bacon in it, and it was just like, I don't know, it was weird, but I mean, I
Smoked
think
bacon,
I'm more on Mark's side of things where it's like
smoked salt.
smoky. Damn, I can't
Smoked
point.
I like
whiskey.
it. I like it in moderation.
Yeah,
Like if it enhances a flavor that's like a specific flavor in there, I think it's good, and I think it can be done well.
Yeah.
But if it's too much, if it's overpowering, then I feel like it really detracts from the other flavors that I want to be tasting.
maybe we just have
Um,
heightened senses of smell
Sure.
and it fucks with us. And we all know that
it-
Drew can't smell,
it-
so.
I can't really taste either, so
Can't do anything.
He's got to have strong
Anything
flavors.
I'd say
To,
with a gray with the salt. Yeah, strong or spicy. Those are like the two things that I
the
can
ones
say
that come
is
through.
Strong and spicy. I'm super
Right.
sweaty, dude.
That's right. Start sweating.
But
Like I can
one
taste
thing
it.
I did really like about this, apparently this is like their fourth beer in a series of 7 that is based off of the Leaves of Grass by Walt Whitman. So I like kind of why I picked it up. Oh, that's pretty cool. Like
Poetry.
That's
I've
kinda
never
neat.
seen anything of these, like any of the others in this series. So if you see them out there, I don't even know what are like website I'm trying to find. But yeah, if you see them out there, please try it and let us know how it is. Yeah. All right, Drew.
Yeah, so I had
The,
the
Anchor
Anchor Porter, which is excellent. It's got like chocolatey, caramely, malty flavor, and it's pretty like I don't know. It's like easy to drink. The flavor that comes forward the most, I would say, is the chocolate. But it's not like we always compare. I feel like when you drink dark beers, we always compare it to Guinness, and we always talk about it being watered down. This is definitely like not that. It has like nice consistency without being too watery, but also being very drinkable. I think you guys would like this one. Like the flavors are balanced really well. And I don't know. I like Anchor. Anchor Steam beer is like it's like pretty decent. It's not like my favorite beer. I don't go out of the way to get it, but I actually like this better than that. I don't know. It's just like I feel like we made this comparison a lot. It's like a classic take on the porter, and because of that, it's so good. But that's what it is to me, anyway. All the flavors super balanced, super good, and I want to drink more, so I will.
So I shall
I mean,
partake.
If it's simple and it's easy, tastes good, then I mean, like what else could you add?
Yeah.
Not anticipating any kind of crazy
That's-
flavor.
It's
That's-
only 5.6% too, so got a 6-pack of these, have a couple,
Hey,
and
it's the same.
be pretty good.
That should be the trend going forward. We had a lot of all this try new shit, have a bunch of as bitter as possible. Let's just go back to balanced, easy
El
drinking
Clasico,
flavors,
yeah.
classics.
So go back to the red ale, like what
Yeah,
we talked
the
about.
red
Red
ale.
ales.
Red ale, amber ale,
I
porter.
almost I think I saw Anchor has like a red amber ale or something like that that I almost got too. I was like, maybe we talked about it. Maybe we should do that.
Yeah. We
I'll pick
totally
something
should.
up while I'm down. That way I can bring it back.
I think I don't know. At least Rolando and I are gonna do sober January, so it may be not the best time. But you guys do as you will.
I'll do it.
All right, Mark, let's do
Yeah.
it. We got it. We got to have a segment
Red,
because it's part of the
red
show.
ale month.
Is all red ales.
Red ale month.
Anchor has a big leaf maple autumn red. That sounds good.
That actually sounds really good.
Isn't
A
regular
like,
Anchor Steam
maple-
like an amber ale?
It is a lager.
That's a lager.
Yeah,
California lager. but
a lager.
I haven't
like
had it
lager.
in years.
Well, it's,
From the
it's from the
Bay.
West Coast. I don't really have an accent, but
Well,
They do
maybe some of the
now.
brewers aren't.
How insensitive, Mark.
Yeah, it's
Oh, sorry.
2016.
It's a lager, dude.
Lager.
It's a lager.
Almost,
dude.
we're almost in.
Yeah,
a new
bro.
mil- In like a few days, we'll be in the new millennium, dude.
New millennium. Wow, that was quick.
Wow, dude, how did we jump an extra
Yeah,
990
we're almost in the
years,
new
80 years?
millennium. Mark.
I'm glad to know that I'm like 900 something years old. I look pretty good. My health is rocking
dude,
for that old.
You've done it.
Yeah,
Shit.
Done well.
Y3K.
Done well. Oh no, the clocks are gonna mess up. It's Y3K.
Oh no.
Oh god,
no,
the
it's
banks.
doomsday.
The banks.
Better make your computer's off.
Yeah.
Don't let it update.
Oh god.
Oh lord. Okay, so I found the Leaves of Grass series here. Here we go. So they only have 4 out so far. The first one, Song of Myself, is a German-inspired American IPA. Number 2, Prairie Grass Dividing, is a Goza style brewed with plum, salt, and coriander. 3, Oh Captain, My Captain, is a Black India style pale lager.
Wait, who is this?
I've seen a
This is
couple of
Anchor
these
Steam?
black lagers, and I think that they're gonna start becoming popular because I think that's like what's coming up now next.
think you're
Because Automatic Brewing has one in San Diego.
Winter
I think
is
there's one.
their popular one.
Yeah,
Is it their Winter?
I don't know. I think Stone has one. But I think that's gonna be the new hotness.
Black lagers are good.
I feel like I'd be onto something in there. So,
What were those
are the
beers
You
ones-
heard
from?
it here. You heard it here.
You heard it here.
What were you
first.
just reading? What was that?
That was Bells.
Oh,
Oh,
those bells. Sorry.
oh, I was like, what? Who?
Yeah, sorry. Who's it? What's
oh.
it?
Who's
Yeah,
It's,
that
What's
was
It's?
Bells. All right. Well, Alec, do you want to give us a rating for the Robusto Porter?
Yeah. Good.
Good.
Good
My
out of
rating's good.
5.
No,
Out of five.
good out of 5. I think it's a solid beer. I would get it again. It's easy drinking. It tastes good. It's solid, and this is the kind of like flavor profile I like. That roasty, chocolatey coffee, flavor and smell. 4.
Mm,
I was like, not sure if I want to go
very-
up,
very-
but 4. Yeah, it's good. It's award-winning,
Very-
apparently.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it says our award-winning Bell's Porter bridges the gap between malty brown ales and heavily roasted stouts. It's good. I recommend everyone try it. It's good. It's tasty.
Wunderbar.
We'll go in order. I think I'll probably give us like a 3.5. It's not bad. It's not great.
Not a smoky guy.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
probably
smoky.
much rather prefer either the Anchor or the Robust Porter.
The robots.
Maybe we'll swap. Maybe we'll swap, Mark. Maybe I'll send one your way. How about
Good
that?
little
Maybe
beer
I'll,
trade,
Yeah, there
Maybe
you go.
I'll check a bag on my way home and bring back one of these bad boys.
Is it like
There
that
you go.
here where you can't bring it on carry-on?
I don't think you can. Not as far as I know.
Because
it is.
in Europe
yeah.
they let you bring a like beer bottle.
Well, if you
I mean,
buy
it's
it in the
sealed.
airport,
Mhm.
if you buy it in the airport, it's fine. But if you want to drink it on the plane, you have to have the hostess serve it to you. So you say, "Serve this to me," and they'll do it if you're nice.
Serve this
Serve
to
us.
me.
Serve this to me.
Please,
Just like, can you
please put this in a
Give me
container for
this.
me and pour it.
can you
and-
crack
and
this
then you can
open,
have it.
please?
That's the law, the Sky Law. This is Sky Law. Sky Law
Attendant,
is very.
please.
Skylaw. Is that akin to space law?
It's similar. However,
Is it?
space law is in space and sky law is in the sky.
You know who invented those laws? Dr. Stone.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Absolutely.
I knew you were gonna say that. Oh gosh. Drew, you want to give us a rating?
Yeah, this is a 4.25 beer. It is delicious. If you like the classic porter flavors,
I'm gonna have to try it.
go grab one. It's good. It's good. You'd like it for sure.
Yeah, I want to try that. Very
I
bad.
think all you guys would like this. You look like a spaceman. You look like you're ready for space law.
I'm ready like
He's an
Dr.
Under
Stone.
Armour astronaut. He's an under astronaut.
I'm an under astronaut.
Yeah.
I'm an
You know,
underwear
the
not.
U for the Under Armour or whatever, it looks like Dr. Stone's hair, so I think that was intentional.
Oh. Nice.
Wow, you know what? That was good. That was a very astute observation there.
3,000 IQ, dude.
Big brain.
Huge brain.
Yeah,
Look
well,
at
not
the
as
big
big as
brain,
Dr.
very
Stone's.
large.
His brain
Large
is
brain.
3001.
He has a physics degree.
Yeah, just like Moon.
Yeah, teaches law. Scored perfect on his SATs.
On his
Nice.
LSATs.
Yeah, all of them.
What's his IQ?
Every-
7.
Everyone, dude.
Oh, 7.
It's fucking 7. It's
So
so high they had to go
7%,
back
dude.
around.
Oh,
Yeah, he
oh,
ran out of
oh,
numbers, so they had to start over. Turns out numbers aren't infinite. Turns out.
Oof. Big,
Yeah, that turns out.
Yeah.
big oof.
They found that
And
out
such
because of
as-
his IQ.
Like and such as.
like
Interesting.
and such as.
Wow.
All right. Well,
Let's talk about something.
Anchor Porter. I think that's the one. That's the one I want to try.
That's the winner right
That is
here.
the winner.
Only
All right.
found at this guy's house.
I only found it. Drew's
And
house.
Bevmo.
Everybody gotta find it.
I got the last one. This
Oh,
guy
you bought
said
the
you
last
have
one
to
in the
know.
world?
Yeah.
Oh my
The
God.
guy's like, well, that's the last one.
That's
That's
like-
ever
one.
going to be made.
They're not making
Ever.
anymore.
Well,
Ever in the history of
oh,
ever.
well. So there's
Well.
5 left.
Sucks to be
Unless I
everybody
go
out.
get another one, and then there will be 4 left.
All right, let's get into some news. Let's get into some news. We got a lot of season 2s announced for 2020.
Yeah.
And by a lot, I mean, holy crap, there is like a lot of shows that were
Next
announced.
year's going to be
Um,
dope. Fall, spring,
year-
winter, spring again,
Fall.
fall. Who knows?
fall, winter.
How many seasons will there be?
spring,
65.
Spring for sure. Winter is gonna be good. Did I say spring? Spring's gonna be good.
They're all good. They're
Did
all
I say
great.
Every single
Did I
one
say
of the
Sinter?
seasons-
Sinter's going to be good and Wummer.
Every season gonna be great. All right, let's get into these. Kaguya-sama Love is War is coming out in April.
That's hype.
So hyped for that one. That's gonna be good.
That's hype.
Rolando and I are talking about where that's gonna go, and I think it's gonna be.
It's going to be
amazing.
tonight.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be tonight.
Yeah.
ReZero, Depression in the World. I'm kidding. That's coming out in spring. It's getting another series, another season. Promise Neverland will be out in October. Dr. Stone was just announced for a season 2 at Jump Festa last weekend, weekend before. That's going to be also, I'm not sure. I think it might be in summer. I don't know if they confirmed the date for that.
Sumer.
Food Wars is also coming out. Run cooking. No surprise there. That's gonna be out in the
They'll end
spring.
it. It'll be over. It'll be finally will be free.
I don't
I
want to
think
watch
They
it.
gotta end it. They gotta end it.
I don't want to watch
they
it.
have to end it.
I don't want to watch it. Do we have to?
No, I no, I will not. I pretty much slogged through the anime season just so I could like keep up with you guys and stay relevant because I really like dreaded reading through it, and that's exactly where I stopped reading the manga. It was right after this arc was done. I was like, nope, I'm out.
Why? It was so good.
Out.
Because it was just too good. That's
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
what. That's exactly
Like
why.
Dr. Stone,
You don't
huh?
wanna get- yeah,
Yeah.
you don't want to ruin a good thing by overdoing it, and I was
Yeah,
afraid
you
of
might
that.
overdose on goodness. Oh
Overdose
God.
on cooking. Yeah. Strike the Blood fourth season. It said on the little tag,
What
uh,
season?
season 3. Or no,
It's the
it said
third TV
the
series.
post.
Oh, wait, no,
It
wait,
said,
what? No,
yeah, it
because
said like
the first it only got one
sequel
season.
to season 3. Uh, it said sequel to part 3. That's what it
Okay,
said.
well, because I think like it had like 2 seasons, but they were OVAs.
Oh, buzz.
Yeah, I think
So like season
are
2 and 3 were like
correct.
OVAs, but only one like actual. So it's enough that they can bring another season back.
I think well. This says 12 episodes, but I think the other ones will be.
Yeah,
You're correct.
the OVAs were like 4 episodes or something.
Yeah. So I guess this is a sequel. I mean, it's a cool show. Like it. I don't think I watched the OVAs, but I liked the first season. So yeah, that's it for next year. We got some more news. The Gundam Run, which was scheduled for January 5th, 2020, in Hong Kong, has been canceled due to concerns of safety issues. That's probably a wise choice. But there have been other runs that were scheduled, and they're going to be going ahead like throughout all of Asia. So if you're going to be somewhere in Southeast Asia, or I believe in Korea and in Japan, I think they're still having like the Gundam runs to celebrate the 40th anniversary. So yeah, check those out. Last bit of news here, because I couldn't really look up much more, but Azure Lane Crosswave, the PS4 game, is going to be coming out in the West in February 2020.
Cool.
It's not just PS4, I think. I think it's like on PC and Xbox too.
I think it's on PC. Yeah, I think you're right.
Oh,
Yeah.
imagine the mods.
So good. It's gonna be good. Good times. Good time. All right. That does it for news. Let's get into our happy hour. We're talking about the Winter 2020 season recommendations, shows to look out for, shows that each of us will be watching or kind of interested in. I'll just go ahead and start a few of these. Feel free to jump in at any time, guys, or anything that you are going to be excited for or
like
will be watching.
I feel like
I have the Annie chart.
I have the Annie chart, but I feel like I always look, and there's always like shows that I don't think are going to be good, and
Turn out to be.
and then we end up watching like a bunch of shows, and I'm like excited about it. Like said about fall season, and now I'm like watching a ton of shows.
Yeah.
Although I did for fall, I did find a lot more than I thought I would like than I have in winter. So we'll see. I'm hyped for Madoka Magica.
Yeah, that's gonna be good. Well, let's just start there. Where did it go? I didn't even put that on there.
It's top right, and Shaft
third
is doing
one.
it too. So I'm definitely
Yeah.
excited.
So this is a Maji Record Mahashoujo Magica Gaiden. This is a one that's based off of the game, the mobile game. This is like the second season of it.
I don't know, but I do
I
know
don't
that
know.
it's
I mean, technically, it was
technically
light novel.
still it's still part of the
Right.
because it does have Madoka in it, I believe.
Yeah, I believe she makes an appearance.
She shows up for a minute.
For 1 single minute out of 24 episodes.
And then
Oh, yeah,
chomp.
24. You're right.
Oof. Big oof.
Well, it looks like Pet's airing.
Yeah. So Pet is another one that we what, like 2 seasons ago, or
No, it
two?
was supposed
No,
to be
last.
this. It was supposed to be this
It
season.
was. It was
Fall,
supposed to
yeah.
be this season.
And it didn't. We were bamboozled.
Yeah, they didn't really announce. Uh, they didn't say anything. It didn't post anything about production was being just delayed or anything. But yeah, apparently now they got the go ahead, so it will be coming out in January. In like, what, for the first couple of days of January, January 6th. Um, and just to kind of like, this is like one of the psychological thrillers, so it looks really interesting. The trailer looked pretty cool. Love the character design, so I am pretty excited for that one. I hope it's going to be good, because I haven't watched like a really good psychological thriller. I've been trying to keep up with God, what is the show? um
Sherlock.
Psychopaths.
Oh,
But the episodes are just so long that I get
I
like
never
really
started it.
tired.
Yeah,
I'm on, like,
it really turned me off that they were that long. And I feel like they don't really even need to be that long.
no, I mean, like, the pacing is pretty slow as it is. So to have like an hour or like 45-minute long episode is
Brutal.
it's a lot. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. I mean, it's good. Like, I'm on episode 6, but I mean, I think there's like 11 episodes already, so a little bit behind on that one.
There's 8 episodes for that.
Oh, really? Oh, well, I guess maybe not too. Well, all right.
So wait, which one were you
Alright,
talking
so,
about, Mark? Which one were you
Psychopaths
anticipating?
Oh no, Pet.
Oh, Pet.
Okay. Pet.
Um,
Oh, is
I'm
that the one that we were
totally going, like,
thinking
out of
about
order.
this past in this season, and it just never aired?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'm reading the
This is
list
the
on my
one.
phone, and I
You're
didn't
like-
pay attention.
Yep.
I'm not
That
listening
is
to
the
you.
one we're
Nobody
talking-
does.
Apparently. All right. We also have Hype. That's gonna be hype. I'm excited. You guys need to watch it. Everybody else out there
Man,
needs to watch it.
volleyball boys, dude.
It's so good.
No, I
This
know.
is-
Everyone tells me it's so hype, and it's
so
another
good.
one that it's like you watch it like feel good, right? Because it's like you have boys and they're playing volleyball and they come against adversity and they win. And you feel good about
Dude,
it.
it's got really good character development. Like, world
All
building, like,
sports
every
dramas
character
do.
that you get in there, it's like you want to like cheer for like most of the, like, almost every character that you encounter, whether or not they're on the the main team.
They're
for
all
us,
so
or on
wholesome.
the other team,
Like Running Boys.
they're just so wholesome.
Yeah.
No, it's a good show. It's funny. It's got great action scenes. It's a really well done show. So I'm excited for season 4. It's gonna be lit. Next one I have on here, and this is another one I'm pretty excited for, is Doro Hedoro. I talked about this one recently. Yes, Studio Map is doing this. The trailer, there's like two trailers out, and it looks really good. I think they're gonna do an amazing job with this. I
looks
talked about
cool.
this before when I said that the manga had just finished like earlier this year, and I was kind of saying like, oh, this would totally be like a really good anime. And then it was like a month later that it was announced. Like, oh, see, like, okay. And this is like a pretty gritty, like very very graphic show. So it's
I'm looking forward
definitely,
to this one.
yeah, it's definitely not going to be for everyone. But if you enjoy that kind of dark, gritty stuff, definitely.
Dark fantasy
watch it.
anime.
Dark fantasy.
We got one here for that Alec will like. It's called Darwin's Game. it looks like the synopsis is good. The story centers on this guy, a high school boy, who is drawn to a mysterious game app entitled Darwin's Game. He becomes involved in a social game where the stakes are life or death. Alec, that has your name written
It
all
sounds
over it.
just like King's Game.
That's
No,
because
really?
it
I
is
just lost the
like
game.
Word for word, the same,
Yeah, it sounds just like King's Game, and I'm gonna watch it. I'll bring. This will be the new Dr. Stone. The week by week, I'll bring you the happenings.
While you wait for Dr.
Yeah, while I
Stone,
wait for Dr. Stone, so I can. I don't think, although King's Game didn't really have week by week happenings that were fun to talk about like Dr. Stone. It was more like, and this is what happened. Holy
Oh.
shit!
Yeah, the
Yeah.
overall was good. Yeah.
Well, it'll be another one like that. It's gonna be good.
The
Gonna be
Dark
real
Key
good.
art.
At least the animation looks pretty decent. Like
Like the key art is so random. Like
the key art is random.
what the fuck is going on?
It looks like it's straight out of like a visual novel.
Yeah. Anyway, had to mention that one.
Yeah,
Had to.
that's gonna be right up Avenue.
Up my avenue.
What
Alec
else we
Avenue.
got up your avenue?
That's what the
Alec
segment's
Avenue.
gonna be called when I talk
Alex,
about
up
these
Alex
animes.
Avenue.
Up Alex Avenue.
Alex, that sounds
We can play like
All right, let's
a weird
moving
intro.
on.
Burr, burr, burr,
Moving on.
now. Up Alex Avenue.
No, let's move on.
cue the Arrested Development.
They did.
For British eyes only.
All right. We also got Sophie and the Forest Sprite. This is going to be airing on Crunchyroll, and this looks pretty interesting. I haven't seen a trailer for this, but it looks like the key art looks pretty cool.
Which one did you say?
Gohan protects a young human named Somali from the threats and wonders of the monster world. It's called Somali Tomori no Kami-sama.
I can't find it.
Okay, I see.
It's right there in the middle.
Oh, I'm looking on my phone, so I'm scrolling.
Right after.
Yeah,
Right
on
after
it's
Pet.
different order on the phone.
It's after what?
It's after Pet.
Oh. Okay.
After that.
Gotta go back
It's like
up.
a
see.
father-daughter.
Yeah, he's got like
sort
that
of,
crazy mask thing or
going on.
face.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it looks kind of creepy, but
Looks interesting.
getting
But the
some
Background
very,
looks cool.
ancient Magus' Bride like.
Yeah, I
vibes
was
from
gonna
it.
say that.
That's- I looked at it and I immediately thought that. Yeah.
With like the
Yeah.
background.
It looks cool. Like
Oh, it's done by satellite, so
Yeah.
there's gonna be, like, pop songs and 3D CG.
Nice.
And next,
Just
and
to go
next-
downstairs.
next, I don't know. From the trailer, it looks very like kind of like Ghibli, like just very colorful and I don't know, very super
I think it deals
fantasy.
with like the same sort of themes too. Just reading the synopsis, like seems like a Ghibli sort of deal. Maybe a little bit more sci-fi heavy, but
Yeah,
or
definitely.
fantasy heavy.
Fantasy.
I'm gonna look on
Yeah,
my
it
computer.
looks interesting. It looks pretty cool. The Neko part.
Yeah, that is getting an anime.
Wait, is it? Did the Kickstarter fund this? Like,
Yeah.
or yeah.
Really?
So it's like finally happening.
Mm-hmm. That was like 3 years
Wow.
ago or something.
Yeah,
Oh.
something like
Wow.
it was a long time ago.
We skipped
um,
frames.
The power of weebs.
The power of No.
Don't come between weebs
Cafe
and
girls.
their cat girls.
cafe girls.
Yeah, don't tempt me.
All right, I pulled up the
I don't know,
list
like
on stream now.
Nice.
I'm like kind of interested in it, but at the same time, it's like it has like one of those weird followings like Undertale, where like the fan base is like super aggressive about it. So
Like it my way or don't like it at all.
Yeah, so I don't know what to feel about it. If it's anything like Is the Order a Rabbit, I bet it would be entertaining, but
No, it
Yeah.
doesn't seem like it's gonna be like that.
I don't think so either.
Because this is more of like
No.
It seems like it's like an ecchi harem.
Like
Whereas
yeah, it's like
that's a
master
slice of
what
life.
like, yeah, it's tagged as comedy and romance, so there's
Mm.
probably one protagonist, similar to visual novels. So
Yeah. Yep. You see
I
that?
want more Order as a Rabbit. I was thinking about that today. Anyway,
Yeah. Moving on on this list, we have Plunder. Don't know about that one. I haven't heard anything about it, and I'm not gonna lie, don't know if it looks that great.
I will
Moving
be
on.
watching that.
Yeah.
Skip
Yeah.
it.
The girl that's in the key art looks like the Miku chick from.
From yeah.
I'm just gonna say that. Yeah, so we talked about. Inspector here is another one that's pretty cool. This is also going to be airing on Crunchyroll by Studio Brainspace. I don't know what studio
Where's
that is. That's
Inspector?
interesting. It's right there in the middle. Kyoko Suri.
Uh-huh.
Suri. So
The
here's
art
the
looks cool.
synopsis. Oh, this is really long. Yeah, the art looks really
Just
good.
summarize it. Summarize the summary.
I, there's a lot. There's a lot on here.
Well, go
Something
to
about magical trolls and
anychart.net/winter-2020 and then look for that one. Go read it. Oh my god, it is a long
Oh, it has Girl with Cane though, Alex. So you'll like
Girl with Cane.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
We haven't even gotten to the third season of Railgun yet, and Bang Dream. Come on, guys.
Yeah, let's move
Oh,
along.
yeah. Sorry,
I'm not watching
totally-
any more. I'm not watching any more Railgun. I fucking give up on JC stuff and
Yeah.
their like long-term running shows. Like
This is
I'm
very
done. I can't do it. I thought you skipped it intentionally. I was happy about it.
It kind of did. I was gonna get to it later. But yeah, third
I'm
season
just give
Railgun.
up on it.
Rolando, are you gonna watch this?
Yeah, of course I am.
You're invested.
I'm invested. I've always liked Railgun more than just Index.
Ah,
So,
yeah, that makes
Did
sense.
you finish?
I still haven't caught up.
Accelerator?
No, I didn't finish Accelerator.
Yeah.
I thought Accelerator was better than Index Season 3, but
Well, Index Season
I didn't even
3
finish it
was-
because I just wasn't invested. I like the characters in Railgun a lot better.
Yeah.
I haven't caught up, so. And then they took it off.
It's okay.
Crunchy.
It's okay. You're not missing out.
Well, I never finished
Yeah.
the first season of Index.
So
Oh,
Yeah, because I needed 2 episodes,
there
so I
were
never
some-
watched. No, because they took it
You-
off Crunchy before I finished, and I was like, "Fuck!"
you can honestly watch Railgun and just not even watch Index.
But they took that
Yeah,
off
yeah, it
doesn't
Crunchy
even
too.
matter.
Because I was gonna finish it and then watch
They
Railgun,
take all
and then they
JCC
took
staff
it all
shows.
off. I think it's
Well-
isn't it Funimation now?
Probably.
Rip JC.
I have one subscription. I don't want another
Funimation
one.
shows back up.
I hope so, because I need to get Disney Plus first,
You should just check
so I
again
can
and
watch
see what.
Mandalorian.
'Cause they might have brought stuff back.
I'll check
I
again.
think they're putting.
Because like they
But-
have definitely brought shows back that had left the vault before.
Yep.
So,
Yeah. Next
later.
next on here, I'm gonna skip a few. There's another one that's airing on Crunchyroll. It is oh wait, it is not airing on Crunchyroll. Just kidding.
JK.
Saw it
Fibber.
somewhere.
Fibbing.
Just kidding. It's gonna be airing on Funimation. That's what I was thinking. Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. This art style
I like
looks
the
very
art.
interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Where
that's
is
kind
it?
of the only. It's like the one thing.
It's
It's
after
a
Darwin
Shonen Hanako-kun.
Oh,
Scroll up.
yeah, it's up.
Yeah. This is based on like one of those like 7 like myths of a school where there's a girl, like a ghost girl in one of the bathrooms. But instead of a ghost girl, it's a ghost boy.
Ghost
I
boy.
don't know. The art looks interesting. Preview looks pretty weird, but I don't know. Maybe I'll watch a few, or I'll watch an episode of this, see what it's like.
I think I'll give it the 3 just because of the art style. Because like on this page, like something that immediately grabbed me was that key art there. So I think because of that, I'll give it
Yeah.
3.
And it looks like I mean, like from the trailer, it looks like the entire show is sort of in that style. So like,
That's
if
cool.
it's it's kind of at least something different to watch.
Yeah.
I don't know. So that's another one. Moving on here, I'm not sure about any of these other ones. I have not heard of Rie Gakoi or Infinite Dendrogram. ID invaded by Studio Naz. Yeah, I'm not sure what else is really on this list besides Bang Dream's third season. That you still need to catch up on.
yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at some of the other things.
The
think there was
CG
one more.
animation in Bang Dreams season 3 is like I've seen the preview. They previewed like the first few minutes and the opening song recently, and it's significantly improved. So like second season, like they moved to the whole CG thing, and it was like it didn't look very good, but I'm impressed by how much I guess the year has done for the studio, and
That's cool.
I'll be right back.
like they're I know they're committed to it, because one of the things that I did get to see at Care Expo was the panel with it was like with Aimee and Sai, and they were with the director from the studio. I think it's like Studio Niji or whatever, and they talked about how committed they were to everything, and so they've been doing motion capture for a lot of the stuff, and then some of the artists are like sometimes they'll just capture footage and then like manually animate the characters, or like they'll do like pre-recordings because like they want to get the tone of the scene and then animate it to the actual like ad-libbing they do. So it's I think it's gonna be good, but you have to be invested in your
Yeah.
you have to be invested in your band idols.
I think I need to catch up. I have a lot of shows that I need to catch up on too, though. When is it coming out?
Let's see. 30 days.
I got 30 days to catch up on some Bang Dream.
On some
Yeah,
Bang
it's
Dream, yeah.
Yeah, it's
All right, I can do it.
You can do it.
I believe in myself.
Yeah, I was looking through the rest, Mark, and I thought there was one more, but
So,
Well,
alright,
a
the
lot
only
of them you
one-
probably skipped over because they're isekai.
yeah,
Like the Itainoa
yeah,
Iyanano Day.
that was the I looked at that one because I liked art, but then I read the synopsis. I'm like, oh, virtual MMO, oh, another world, oh no.
But she doesn't like pain, so she went all in on defense.
So shield hero.
So yeah,
Got it.
but she has absolutely no attacks, but she has the ultimate defense, which is counterattack. So she counters everybody.
Ooh.
Yeah, but
And she's
then
a
there's
fat Moe
Gum,
grill.
who's a shield, and a spear.
And she's a Moe Grill. Nice.
Yeah, isekais. There's Paris fashion models. There's boys love prison.
Mark,
Oh no, it's not prison. They're like polo. What
Yeah,
are
there's
these guys
another
even
one.
doing?
There's
Didn't you
Rugby.
mention
Rugby.
Mark? You mentioned Koisuru Asteroid like a couple seasons ago, right?
Quasar Asteroid?
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah, you were saying something about like it because it's like a romance. It looks like you were interested in seeing it.
I don't know. But I am interested in it. It sounds cool.
Where is it?
There's an AKB48 idol project anime being animated by A1 Pictures, 22 divided by 7 or 22 sevenths. I don't know how that's supposed to be called, but more idol anime.
Oh, actually,
Okay, so the only other one that I
Hold on, wait.
besides
You
Isekai
cut out
Quartet.
for a second. What'd you say?
So the other one I have on here, if my favorite pop idol made it to the Budokan, I would die.
Oh yeah, that's
the
another
one
one.
I showed the preview for. Drew, you might actually like this. It looks pretty funny. It's on the right side. It's like halfway down. I like Oshi ga Budokan ite kuretara shinu.
I
Yeah, this
don't
one
like
looks really
the
funny.
animation style though.
I don't see it.
The main girl is it's on the right. It's like got like the bunch of multicolored light.
Uh-huh.
Except the
Yeah, I
Ruby
found it.
Boys, which you will probably watch.
Main character is like the #1 fan, like the biggest fan of a pop idol who is the most popular one. And she just
She kills her and
like,
takes
goes
over her
crazy
life.
for her.
Oh,
It just seems really funny.
Eurocamp is only gonna be a short.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Heya Camp. It's gonna be
Yeah, spin-off miniseries.
miniseries.
Oh.
I liked that show. That show was dope.
And
That was
Isekai
a good show.
Quartet is back as well.
I need to
Isekai
finish
Quartet,
watching
yeah.
what's it called? Seven
Oh,
Deadly Sins.
Shirobako movie is in Feb.
What?
The movies coming out?
Shirobako movies in February.
Nice.
Ooh.
I like that.
Shirobako movie.
There's also the
Um,
Goblin Slayer OVA in February.
Yep.
Oh,
I was gonna
and
get to that.
the very Opie OVA of Danmachi
Mm-hmm.
is in January.
I
Is
see
there
the
an
preview.
OVA for the My Mom Is Busted? No,
I
Siri.
think that's coming out later in
Stop it.
March.
Stop it.
Siri, try to
Calm
Siri
down.
wants to
spin
know
on you.
too, yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, huh? I'll
Yeah,
search
that's
for
coming
it.
out. My mom is busty. I mean, busted.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, there's the Made in Abyss movie that's also coming out in January. So that is actually really exciting. I hear
Haikyuu.
that this movie is going to be pretty.
Haikyuu movie.
Yeah, it's going to be like a side story, I guess, of types. It'll be a match between two different schools.
A
two of the
match
top
made in
schools.
heaven.
Match made in. Okay.
Dude.
Yeah, well, so that's pretty much it for like next year, I think. We have some leftovers. There's like My Hero Academia, Fate Grand Order is still going on. Irumakun, the Demon School, that's what it is. Ahiru no Sora, Kabukicho's Sherlock Radiant Season 2, and Chihai Yafaru. Yeah.
Yeah.
So those will still be going on. Fantasy Star Online 2, and I skipped Natsume no Taizai. Yeah, I think that's about it for
That's
our.
it?
Oh, you know what? Crunchyroll is also going to be streaming The Island of Giant Insects. About a group of high
Insects?
schoolers that land on an island, and you guessed it, there's giant insects.
Wow, really?
Okay, you're saying
Insect.
insects, right? Because you're
Insects.
cutting out, and it sounds like you're saying something else.
Of
Big
giant
bugs.
insects.
Giant bugs.
Big bugs. You know
Giant
the
bugs.
movie
So-
Starship Troopers?
That's
Those
exact-
kind of bugs.
Yeah, those kind of bugs.
Okay.
Giant
Insects.
Insects.
Insects. Insects.
Yeah.
Insects.
Yeah. It's some
Yeah.
good shows, some shows I'm not too sure about.
You cut out for quite a bit there.
God damn it! I swear it's always like at the end of recording. Maybe I should just leave and come back.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna fix it.
We're almost there.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
Just keep going.
Just keep
Let's
going.
keep going.
Just
Let's get into the rest of our happy hour. Let's talk B stars. Yeah. This is
Yeah.
episode what? Episode
11.
11.
episode 11. That's right. You guys talked about 10 last week.
Yes, we did.
This is the rescue Haruka. So
Haruka? Who's Haruka?
I mean
Haru.
Haruka.
Rescue Haruka.
honk.
Rescue Haruka. Rescue Haru. I don't know. I told you guys. I believe in my boy Legosi.
Lego
He has a
Sai.
little faith.
Yeah, she's like literally like jumping into his mouth. He's like, my body can't help it.
My body wants to be eaten.
She's gonna get eaten, dude. You got
He's
one
not
more
gonna do
episode to get
He's
eaten.
gonna get yeeted.
He's gonna get She's gonna get yeeted out of his mouth.
She's gonna get yeeted.
Yeah.
No, man. I don't see it happening. I think he's gonna hold.
He's gonna hold
so.
fast.
He's done well so far. You know, like he's gonna do it. I believe in him. What
We'll
about,
find out.
Louis. What was with that guy?
It's like becoming a martyr. It's what we talked about before. It's like he's like more than willing, and he like, and especially in this episode, it's like he wants to become the martyr for some sort of betterment or some sort of turn in society. But I feel like it's like too little, too late, or it's like it doesn't even really matter because people are just gonna do what they want to do anyway. That scene felt awkward. It was just like kind of out of nowhere. It was like it was cool. But it
Eat
was
me.
Like, hey, where'd you come from?
Eat me, and then laughs.
Do you think he's dead?
I
don't
hope
know.
so.
Because he did his whole redemption thing, but like now it's like he doesn't really have a place to get back to, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he's dead. I think he'll get out somehow.
He'll be in the
Injured or something,
underworld.
and then make a show. He might make a show of it. I think if he gets out. And I don't know. I kind of feel like, and like not, and this is purely conjecture. I don't know. I kind of
Purely
feel like he's gonna try to take
Take
responsibility
Haru
for it.
back.
By being there. I don't know, and maybe pose it to try to save Legosi.
I feel like there has to be still like one more major conflict between Lugosi and Louis, and maybe this is what sparks it. He's like, maybe he shows up next episode, goes to Haru and says like, "Oh, it's actually all my idea. I just used him and his force, to get it in there so that we could, together save you. But it was really my idea, sort of deal."
So we could
And
be
that like
together.
what flips him.
Then he eats him.
I don't know. It's just like it was so awkward because we hadn't heard from him for a while, right? It was like almost 2 episodes
Mhm.
since we like had like any major conversation, and then just all of a sudden shows up, blows up the the head
Beg.
yakuza dude, and
Beg.
yeah, Beg is like starts and then just boom
Blah.
blasts him. It's like blah.
Anyway, I came
Okay,
out
then.
blasting.
I don't know. It felt weird. So it's like I really hope he's not gone, so we can like get some closure there because it felt so like incomplete and so like awkward that whole scene, at least to me.
It
No,
was
I
weird.
agree too.
Yeah, it felt out of place.
Yeah, I was like, where did he just come from? What the hell?
Yeah, and they hint at it once. He's gone too. It's like, oh no, who could you mean?
Yeah.
Oh. It wasn't really like, where did he go? I don't know.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I do feel like there's going to be one more conflict in the next episode. That's what makes me feel like Legosi and and Louis are probably going to get into it somehow.
The only other way that I can see it going, I just thought of this now, is he through his actions there, he's like giving Legosi like his blessing to pursue it, because he's like saves him, lets them walk away, go and do whatever they're gonna do, they end up in love until whatever, and then he sacrifices himself for them. I guess it kind of cheapens the character, I think, because I think Louis is a much stronger character than that, so I fully expect more confrontation. But maybe that's it. It's like, hey, I go off, do your own thing. It's not gonna bother me anymore. Here's my blessing. Get out of here. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
know.
I think if
I'm
it
not
goes that way,
sure.
it'd be a little bit boring to me.
The other way better for sure.
Yeah, I think like you said, it feels a little bit cheap to go that way. But maybe, I guess we'll see next week.
One more episode, yeah.
Yeah, we get more progression between Haru and Legosi too, which is kind of cute, but also like super awkward.
So awkward.
Yeah, again, we're getting whole like animalistic instincts versus like sexual instinct, and like feelings of love versus just feelings of just primal nature. Which I think that they did like a really good job in like contrasting that in this episode. There's some pretty cool scenes, like when Legosi is holding Haru, you see him like holding her on the bed, and then in the background you see the from episode 1 where he attacked her. Yeah, the show, like, just seriously every week just makes me realize just how well the directing is. I don't know, it's such a cool show.
Yeah.
I agree. I hope it goes a good way with like Louis, and that I don't want it to see it. I don't want to see it like start flopping, because I feel like if they start taking things weird directions right now, it could just be like, well, this show was good. It could have been the next Violet Evergarden, but it wasn't.
You're gonna say that. I knew it like the second. The show was good. I was.
He's gonna say it. Could be another Carol and Tuesday. At least it's made it more than like 3 episodes. before we were like, yeah, this isn't Violet Evergarden.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oof. Big oof.
But it's a good show.
Yeah.
It got me to say,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Anything else you guys
at
want to
the
talk
end.
about? What the nani?
What the
Oh,
nani?
and she jumped in his
Yeah.
mouth.
Nani the fuck.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's like more reason for why they shouldn't be together. Because it's like, will she ever get over something like that? If it's just so ingrained in her body and
To go
like,
eat me.
her personality.
Maybe.
Yeah.
With years and years of therapy.
Love and
And a
care.
lot of drugs. Load her up.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I have the feeling that probably not. I don't know if she'll ever get over that.
I don't know. Probably
I
not.
don't know.
Probably not.
Who knows?
Who knows though?
We'll see.
Maybe Louis comes back
Yeah,
and
no,
she
I'm-
just leaves him.
I'm curious to see how this is gonna end. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we'll see next week. The finale. Cool. I guess moving on. We'll get into this isn't even the finale of Shokugeki.
Might as well be.
Might as well be. Yeah. Man, I watched. Yeah, I actually like watched this episode and I was just.
It's stupid.
I
All
don't
right,
even know what to
next
say.
show. What's after this? My Hero?
It's just more
No, we
ridiculous.
gotta
No,
talk.
we have
We
to
gotta
talk
talk
about it.
about.
Stupid.
We have to talk about how basically.
I'm not actually gonna skip it.
Irina Irina basically just takes all of Soma's recipes and combines them
Together.
into her own and makes one dish with squid and peanut butter and aspic and chicken and
Chicken and rice.
crackers and who the fuck knows. It makes this like beautiful dish that destroys everybody. Man, what a great ending.
I'll be right back.
I mean, I get that it's Jidori chicken, so like it's like not, it doesn't have
Rare
like
chicken.
salmonella, so she served rare chicken, but like I don't know, like everything, she made it in 10 minutes. I just can't.
They showed
with
the
this
clock and it was like 9 minutes 30 seconds. I was like, she's not gonna cook anything in 9 minutes. Yeah, she made the rare chicken, but she also made everything else. I mean, she had Soma helping, but still.
Well, she said some French words too, and it was like, "Yeah, we need this." and
Oh,
then
it was her
we don't
magic
need
food
this.
cooking spell that makes everything
Yeah.
go faster. Oh, it slows down time. That was
This shows-
and that whole scene
And
where
then-
she was
and then
like
I-
this, and it lit up. I thought that was the lamest shit.
I knew they were gonna make a zombie like declothe everybody, and then they talked about
Yeah.
how it's a beautiful melody. It's just explosion sounds.
Even though they didn't follow any of the rules for the Shokugeki, we had a Shokugeki against ourselves, and that was the only way we could overcome these guys. Like, what?
Dude, it was
You
bad.
didn't follow the challenge. You didn't do anything.
But their internal
But-
Shokugeki also had like no loser. We're Shokugeki against each other, but we both win. What?
Yep.
Okay.
Made me sneeze.
Nice,
Plus,
dude.
I told you, man. This show, this whole series is just like
Trash.
How much bullshit can we pull out? Yeah.
Of our assholes
Yeah. How much
before
more can
people
we,
get
can we
pissed
do?
off.
Yeah. I mean, I feel and I read in like a bunch of like threads like people like still enjoy that it still has like that feel of like cooking and like that shokugeki mystery and stuff, but it's just
But it's not mystery.
the same.
It's not a mystery.
It's not.
You know who's
it's
gonna
not- It's
win.
not enjoyable anymore.
Yeah, going first is a
Everything's
death
predictable.
sentence. We all know that.
And it's absurd. Like, whatever. It's always been absurd, but at least there was like a little less absurdity. The absurdity was like, everyone's naked. But beyond that, it wasn't all that absurd. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like it lost like its sense of like cooking, like enjoyment, and bringing that extra element of like, oh, like what are they gonna make out of thing now? Now it's just
Yeah.
like, oh, we made this dish out of just complete bullshit,
Yeah.
but it's amazing.
I made
Yeah.
this out of squid and peanut butter and chicken.
Raw chicken. So no, sir.
Raw chicken. Rare chicken.
Raw chicken.
Rare chicken, squid, and peanut butter. Like,
That would have been amazing if they said raw chicken.
I'd rather have
This
water
is
and
rich
leaves.
Chicken. That falls under central guidelines.
Don't cook your
Elegant.
chicken, kids.
I feel like next episode too is gonna be as long as I'm so like apologizing because like Soma's dad's gonna come down and be like, "You're a bad man." He's like,
You messed
"Senpai,
up. I
I'm
love
so-
my wife.
I'm so sorry," and then everyone's gonna live happily ever after until next season or whatever. where
Until the
everyone
next
switches
villain shows up.
hairstyles and everything's super fun, happy.
Fun times.
Yay!
Let's go back to
Can't
school.
say.
Well, I mean, what's
Everybody
his
back
name?
to school.
What's his name still
But I
needs to
will
win back his Mezzaluna.
Oh yeah.
So,
Aldini.
mhm.
I will
Aldini
say
redemption.
there's some metaphors in the next episode that when reading it, I was just like,
Metaphors?
what the hell is going on? Metaphors.
Metachlorians?
Midichlorians.
Midichlorians.
Yeah, there's some
Chlorophyll?
There's some
they're using
midichlorians in the
force.
next episode.
Yeah. All right. Let's
Yeah.
move on from.
Please,
Levels are,
please.
are off the
We got
chart
the finale
tonight.
next week.
Next.
Thank God, it's over.
Finally.
It's getting another season next year.
Can't
And-
believe it.
Sure.
End it.
What else we got on here? What do you guys want to talk about? Fire Force, My Hero. Not much really happened in My Hero. Seen the latest episode. Maybe we'll. save
Rolando
that
hasn't
one for
seen it,
next
so let's
week.
not spoiler that.
Yeah.
Is there
I
any
haven't seen
Fire?
it.
Seen-
I've seen Fire Force.
The My
seen
Hero,
Fire
I mean.
Force?
Fire Force,
Uh,
he goes so fast that his body disintegrates and reappears.
He's
man.
faster than the speed of light, dude.
It's
Yeah.
faster than We get a lot of shonen in this episode. Just the power levels of shonen are apparent
Yeah,
everywhere.
and
Yeah.
I think what's interesting about this episode and like really the only thing that I wanted to talk about was the flashbacks with Sho. I think he's starting to like become a little bit more human because he's like very like not human in like the way that he talks and the way like he feels like about his family or whatever. He's just like very dismissive about all those
Mhm.
things.
He just doesn't
And
care.
So them linking and seeing those flashbacks kind of humanizes the character, and you can see like he has like he doesn't admit it yet, but he does have like some of those like oh, I liked my happy family even though I didn't realize it because I was so little.
'Cause I was
so
a
I thought that was
baby.
interesting. Yeah.
He's just a wee babe.
What do you think
That was
about the
good.
whole science and everything? He's going
Like the
faster
sci-
than the speed of light.
So he
it's
disintegrates.
like a-
So
he
he's
turns
time
into
traveling.
particles.
He's time
It's
traveling.
like a convenient way to like power him up enough to be able to fight this like unbreakable like universe expanse power. So it's like very convenient, but it's also like kind of stupid. it's like Naruto. It's like let me yell louder than my opponent, and like run at them really aggressively, and somehow it'll just like end up working, and that's kind of like what happened.
You guys can't see me now. Oh, I'm
Run,
back.
Scream at this guy.
And
He
then-
made it into
then-
Area
possibly
51.
And then,
I
And
did.
then of course,
Oh shit!
Twice.
of course,
And
there's,
made it back.
You know, and
just
of
couldn't
course, there's
see
like
it.
Lich. He's like there like to explain it all. So like yeah, I wasn't smart enough to get that. Let's just like spoon feed it to you, and
Yeah.
then at the end of it, just yell like, if you do it one more time, that's it. It's like
No,
I'm
it's
coming
not.
Back.
No, I'll be fine.
Oh,
I've seen this before.
watch me. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. You gotta kind of even science behind at this point, but I feel like you said, Drew, it starts like spoon feeding it to you that you just are expected to believe whatever nonsense they're spewing out.
Like Dr.
That's
Stone.
shonen.
Like Dr. Stone.
That's shonen. I mean, Dr. Stone
Uh,
is a prime example of that. Yes, I agree.
Yeah. It's true.
Hey,
That is shonen now.
we
like
made
you said.
cell phones in a month. We're from nothing.
Yay!
Yay!
I guess.
Yeah.
I travel faster than the speed of light, dematerialize, and then smash headfirst into a stone pillar, crumble it
And
to the ground, and don't die.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was only the
Completely
pillar
fine.
that got taken
Yeah.
out.
And he's all fine. Really, only the sword hurts him, but he smacks into a pillar, and it's not like his skull caved in or anything. Okay. Where's the science behind that? Because you're going so fast, you actually don't feel anything. Nothing happens to your body.
He's got plot armor, dude. That's
Yeah, he has tons of plot armor. Just like Feeler.
indestructible. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, it's still a fun show. I still
it's fine.
root
It's fine.
for.
No, it's fun to
Shinra.
watch.
It's cool, but yeah, it's fun to watch for sure. Alec, do you wanna give us your rundown of Doctor Stone finale? Because that was this
We
week.
did
as
it
well.
last
Yeah,
week,
last week.
dude.
That was
that
last
was last
week.
week. Oh,
Yeah.
my bad.
he was so sad because
Oh,
It
he
was
died.
sad. It's the
Jesus.
last episode. I had
I-
nothing this week. I had nothing.
Dang, I missed it. Let
You
me delete
did.
that. I'm sorry to bring it up.
The last
How dare you?
the last thing that happened is they're gonna go fight now.
Yeah, well, you're getting a second season.
I know. I'm
Next
so
year.
excited. I'm ready.
You hang in there.
Everyone
kid.
catch up with me.
No.
Ah,
How
no thanks.
No.
about y'all
You know what I did? What I
watch?
did catch
Instead
up
of
on
being little
is
bitches.
so a book. I had a couple episodes to watch. Yeah, Bookworm.
Thought he was
That's
gonna
a
say
good show.
Boku no Pico.
Is there only one more episode of that?
I
Left
think so,
as
yeah.
well? Man, I want this to go on forever. I love this show.
That's good.
Forever
It's so
and
enjoyable.
ever.
Like I just love that. There was a pretty big plot thing in this week, and like spoilers for anybody. Like you start getting like a little bit like of glimpses of references to what's her name, the main girl's name,
Mine.
Mine's like to like Japan, because she's like, oh, it's just like the Glico man.
Oh yeah, she
How
the
I get the cow
the Dotonbori, like she's
Yeah.
like doing this and she's laughing.
She's like
That's how
laughing at
they
everybody.
worship over there.
Yeah, everybody's like, wait, sick, and she's like, I can't stop
Well,
laughing.
you cut out there.
Nice. Your
she's-
commentary is great.
She's like, oh no, like she just can't stop laughing, but everybody else just thinks that she's getting sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. This is such a good show. You guys need to watch it. Both of you need to
Drew's not
watch
gonna
it.
watch it. It's not his type of
Everybody
show.
out there
It's
needs
not.
to
It's
watch.
not Drew's show.
It's not
It's such a fun
my
show.
show.
It's a cute
It's-
show, man. Great.
It's good.
Yeah,
I
it's
love it.
really
Pretty
good.
good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
It's my
Yeah,
sleeper
we-
this season.
Oh, for sure. And I'm glad I started watching it. I'm gonna be sad with the finale. I hope it ends on like a positive note, because like with the whole thing of the what is it, the devouring that's like
Yeah.
creeping up, I'm like getting really worried. So yeah, hopefully it ends positively.
The Devourer.
Yeah, the devouring. She got that rainbow
Fever.
glitter in her eyes. Rainbow fever.
The rainbow fever.
She got boogie fever.
Oh dang, Boogie Fever. Boogie Wonderland.
Really coming down on her. It's making her feel super sick.
I'm sick.
Kid. Yeah. Any other shows you guys are watching? Anything else you want to talk about? Any other announcements?
Nope.
No, that's it.
I guess we do have an announcement. Kind of. We're setting up a Discord channel.
That is-
So everybody
Server.
that's a
Server.
Discord server. Excuse me. We're setting
One
up a Discord
channel.
server.
There's one channel.
Just one channel. You join.
That's
it,
what
and
we're
then,
starting
that's it. That's all you get. No, yeah, we're setting up a Discord server. What's the channel again? We're setting up a Discord channel, a server. Jesus Christ. Discord server.
Channel.
Yeah, I'll send out the link on. I don't know. Should we do Twitter?
Yeah, we'll do it on
everything.
Twitter.
We'll
We'll
just
do
go
it
on all the things.
everything.
If you do Twitter, it
Uh,
goes to Facebook. So
Yeah, as soon as that's out, join it. It's gonna be good times. We'll be posting stuff in there. We'll be able to talk to people more. We'll post updates. We'll
Join.
post memes. talk beer with people. Yeah, I think it'll be good times.
Talk beer, talk
So
anime.
be on the lookout for that. I think that'll be cool. And with that, I think that does it for this week. You can stay up to date with us by following our Twitter. Just search at Anime on Draft. You can also follow us on Instagram, Anime on Draft Podcast. We post pictures of the beer and whatever drinks we're having throughout the week, and other shows. Sometimes we'll put stuff up on there. You can also view our story on there for whenever we are traveling, and if we're just wanted to throw out a short little something. I did something this weekend. If I don't know if you guys caught that. Um, but yeah, you can also find our previous episodes on SoundCloud, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Just search for Anime on Draft. That has all our complete catalog of previous shows. And if you are feeling so inclined to leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, we would greatly appreciate it. Leave us a 5-star review, or just say something about if you enjoyed the show, or maybe something that you think we can work on. If not, you can send us an email at animeondraft@gmail.com. If you want to reach out to us, if maybe you want to be on the show, if you want to talk about something maybe a little bit more serious, or if you have some art that you maybe want to show on the podcast, we would be more than happy to talk to you through there. And of course, we are streaming live right now. We are on Twitch. We're streaming. I try to do for either Sundays or Mondays around 7 p.m. You can follow us there, twitch.tv/anime on draft. That way you can stay up to date for when we go live, and you can see our beautiful faces. And you can see the beers that we're drinking. So yeah, I think that does it for us this week. Oh, what do you got there? Samuel Smith's Taddy Porter.
Toddy Porter.
Taddy Porter.
Taddy Porter.
I gotta. There we go. Damn it! It's
That's-
off. It's the
that's
worst.
Cool beer label.
Yeah, it's neat.
Sam Smith, drink it.
Sam Smith. All
Yeah,
good.
drink it.
It's good.
Yeah, drink it up. It's good.
good.
Yeah, so that does it for us this week. Porter episode. Again, happy holidays to everybody out there. Merry Christmas and all that
Happy
jazz.
New
Thanks
Year.
for listening. Happy New Year. We will see you again, hopefully, next week. So have a good one. Have a good night. And goodbye.
Goodbye.
Later.
Bye.